Welcome to BDJ Daily Torah, a service of B'nai David Judaic Congregation in Los Angeles. Here is Assistant Rabbi David Stein.
There's a sequence in our Parsha that Rashi picks up on. It's a very interesting sequence. Ki yikra kan sipor. So we have the mitzvah of shiluach hakan, and of chasing away the mother bird. And what's interesting is that immediately after that comes ki tivneh bayit chadash. Then we have the mitzvah of putting up a fence around your roof if you build a new house. Immediately after that, we have the mitzvah of not planting your field with different types of seeds of kilai. Immediately after that, we have the rule of not plowing your field with both an ox and a donkey, and then immediately after that, we have not wearing clothes made of different threads, linen and wool. What's this progression? What relationship do any of these mitzvot have to one another? So Rashi has an interesting understanding of this. He says the following. He says, "Im kayamta mitzvat shiluach haken." If you fulfill the mitzvah of shiluach haken, so why does the Torah then talk about building a house and then talk about a field and then talk about the mitzvot of clothing? So he says, what's going to happen is, if you fulfill one mitzvah, so you'll be zoche, you'll have the opportunities to fulfill other mitzvot. What's the promise for the mitzvah of shiluach haken is that you'll have a long life. So Rashi says the following. So if you do this mitzvah, then you'll be able to build a house, and you'll be able to fulfill the mitzvah of the fence. And if you fulfill that mitzvah, then you'll be rewarded with a field, and you'll be able to fulfill the mitzvah of planting it correctly. And then if you do that mitzvah correctly, you'll be rewarded with the ability to plow that field, and so on and so forth. Rashi says the sequence here is really a kind of really the sequence of mitzvot and of opportunities, of really rewards that you get. Says Rashi, shemitzvah goreret mitzvah, because each mitzvah is going to generate another one. So Mori Rebbe, my teacher, Rav Aaron Lichtenstein, suggested a different reading for this. And he quoted the Midrash, and the Midrash has a refrain. The refrain of the Midrash is, everywhere you go, the mitzvot accompany you. How does the Midrash know this? The Midrash says, well, if you have a house, the mitzvot accompany you in that house. You have to build a fence. And if you have a field, the mitzvot accompany you in that field, because you have to plant it in a certain way. And if you are lucky enough to have lots of clothing, the mitzvot accompany you there as well in what you wear and how you fashion your clothing. If you're lucky enough, continues the Midrash, to be able to get a haircut, there's a way to do that as well. And the Midrash basically uses this sequence to basically make the argument that every component of our lives, there's a mitzvah. And the punchline of the Midrash is, even where you least expect it, when you're walking on the road and you're really not doing anything at all, you may come across a nest and you'll have a mitzvah there as well. And Rav Lichtenstein uses this sequence to argue that, we often think of, where there's our religious lives and there's the rest of our lives. There's I'm building a house. That's not part of my religious life. I'm planting my field. It's not part of my religious life. I'm buying clothes. I'm getting a haircut. I'm walking. My religious life is here, where we daven in shul and so on and so forth. But know that this sequence of mitzvot is here to demonstrate that when you're walking on the path and you're building your house and you're planting your seeds and you're buying your clothing and you're plowing your field and you're getting your haircut, in every aspect, in every component of the things that we do, the mitzvot, the Torah, accompanies us. And that is the sequence. It's not a sequence of reward and opportunity. It's actually a sequence describing the world that we live in. and the fact that in every component, in every aspect, in every endeavor that we pursue in the world that we live in, we are accompanied by Torah, and we are accompanied by the mitzvot that we fill along that path.
You've been listening to BDJ Daily Torah, a service of B'nai David Judaic Congregation in Los Angeles. To learn more about our synagogue, visit b'naidavid.com.